It's not a good video. I'm just not doing the best that I could be doing. But I know that's not true because I'm putting out very important information. So like that's just an example of kind of the remote neural manipulation that I have. It's gotten very complicated. Here's the one light. It's gotten very complicated where they're messing with pretty sophisticated emotions, pretty sophisticated feelings that I have about doing things, about motivation in life, and it's hard to pinpoint what is just from being isolated and tortured and kind of going through this all the time, and what is actually from remote neural manipulation protocols. But I'm really fighting that. It seems like well, it doesn't seem like this. This is very true, guys. We've got to remember this. We have a lot of neuroplasticity, so your brain can adapt to a lot of things. And a lot of things that my attackers do, they become less effective. Even if I wasn't using defenses, my brain notices that it's basically a foreign, not like a virus or anything, because it's electromagnetic frequencies, but it recognizes it as some kind of, it's alien to my brain. It's alien to natural things that my body is doing, and it overcomes them. It overcomes them naturally. You gotta, keep on feeding that, keep on conditioning that. But a lot of things they do become way, way less effective as they move through these protocols. And I'm just kind of talking about some stuff on the top of my head. But that's been a hard thing for me because from the beginning, like, and a lot of my friends, I'll talk to them, like Linda's a really good friend. I need to call her because I haven't talked to her since like before Christmas. But she, we'll talk and I'll be like, yeah, I just don't feel like I'm doing enough. I feel like, and she's like, that's crazy, you are. And she does a lot too. She moderates, she used to moderate, and now she's on all the calls, like helps people. And she's like, no, you do, you are, you're doing a lot. And I it's like I understand that intellectually. I'm like putting information out, it's helping us, it's helping me, it's doing all these good things, but it's like this feeling that it's just like, wow, this is lame. It's lame against how big this thing is that we're going against, and I'm like, I've got to figure out something way better, and that, I think that's why I'm really going to work on it. I don't have a lot of energy and stuff like that anymore, but I'm really going to work on, doing some better production value, like edited videos about just directed energy weapons, their proliferation, kind of matching it up with MK Ultra and things like that, making some really good short documentaries that people will respond to, because it seems like this has always been true. This has really always been true, and I hate it. I hate this fact, but it's really more important how you say something than what you say. And that's a horrible, horrible truth with human beings. But it doesn't matter if you're talking about something stupid, but you're presenting it in like this really entertaining, awesome way. People are going to watch that more than if you're talking about the most important thing in the world that's going on, but you're kind of boring, Like, I'm pretty boring sometimes. I'm so messed up from the torture. I'm very monotone, and I'm like, this is happening, and this is happening, and people don't want to watch that. Like, people who are not targeted individuals don't want to watch that. So I really do. I really am gonna, and like I said last night, no promises. I'll do it, when I can do it. But I really want to make some good, some just short, like 15-minute short documentaries, putting things together that people will be like, oh, that's pretty good production value, and they'll go tell their friends about it. And this is non-TIs. I know you guys who are TIs, you support me. You support just talking about this because you go through it yourself, so you can really listen to somebody, even if I'm feeling bad, not being that entertaining in quotation marks. Y'all get it, you get it, and you go through it. But it's like I don't know. I'm just, I'm kind of just rambling about it, and I feel like that's the best way to do things, is just figure things out. And I kind of want it to make these, out driving around. Kind of think tank videos where I'm just thinking things out. Just turning this crap into, you know, like this lemon into lemonade. You know, that's like churning butter. You know what I'm saying? Like we're drowning in milk, and I want to churn to make butter so we can get out of this butter container. I don't know if that made sense at all, but I think y'all get where I'm coming from. And things are getting, I mean, you know, so many people are doing, you know, documentaries now and everything like that, and that's why I want to get this information out to more alternative media, so that they can, a lot of people who are not being targeted can make some really good production value videos. So what else is going on? I just woke up at like 5 off my leather couch, or the leather chair. Not even sure if it's real leather. So yeah, and I have some, like, I actually do have some kratom left. I have like maybe 60 left or something like that. So I really didn't need to go, but I was like, I just got to get out of that damn house. I got to get out of that damn condo and just drive around, you know, and make a video or something like that. Just keep talking about it, even if, you know, because even if I feel like I can't think very well and I'm not going to be able to express myself in the way that I really want to, you've got to just keep doing it. You got to keep just practicing. And what happens with us is we get isolated. Like, I've noticed this. Like, I get isolated and don't talk to people for a while, so that when I do talk to people, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm not used to socializing and stuff like that. So we've got to keep you know, keep practicing being regular. That's not the way to say it, being regular. I don't think anybody's regular in society today, but just, you know, practice not, you know, practicing thinking, practicing interacting, practicing things like that. Stay in practice of being an active human. I guess that's the way to say it. Oh. And my right tire is kind of making some noise, so I think I might need to bring it back in. I don't know how, like, that is a total miracle. It really, like, my car being so bad off and me thinking, man, I'm going to have to just ditch this car and get a whole new one, and then the guy pretty much, and there's a light stop on me. See, it's like they weren't doing the light stopping, the street lights on me when I first came out, because it takes them a little bit of time. So like if I'm driving around and I go to my like psychiatrist appointment or something, and I'm out for like, you know, a couple of hours, the vehicular stalking will become so bad because it's like they've got it set up. They start getting it set up. But if I you know, what's the word I'm looking for? If I you know, on a dime, I just go out of my condo and start driving around. It's like they haven't gotten things in place. They haven't, you know, the gangs, the vehicular stalkers in my community haven't had a chance to like drive near to where I am. So that's kind of, I mean, I want to get this stuff on video. I haven't had a lot. I've maybe seen, you know, a couple of one light cars tonight, like 4. I haven't seen a lot though. It's not like usual. Like usual, it's like 3 cars in a row, one light. I get followed by people in one light cars, which I did a video about before. And I actually got a lot of stuff up on deck to go through. There's so much information, guys, and just any target individual who is making videos, please go to the DSAIC. Go to the DSAIC. That's like an online journal for the DoD, basically. You know, go there. You can look up things in Google like DoD directed energy weapons, DoD directed energy weapon, you know, contracts. You know, you go to that Directed Energy Professional Society page, and they've got all the, you know, contractors and everything. And I'll be going through like one of those every video. I'll start it off with that, because it really is like, I mean, we've got to understand that, and I think most of us do. it is complicated. The pyramidal structure of everybody that's involved in this, and the little things they do. Like you'll have a hospital with a doctor who is cooperating with the DoD and putting in implants to to just normal people, which I think that's what happened to me when I had Crohn's. I went to Ochsner, and I want to go through a video on that. Like I kind of said I didn't want to get into it on one of my other videos for that video, but I want to go through the history of Ochsner and his cooperation with the CIA. And they would do extensive experiments on people, giving them cancer and then speeding up that cancer. So a lot of these hospitals have relationships with these agencies where they're willing to work with them. They're willing to work with them. And I think that's common sense for all of us. And that's like my whole targeting. My targeting is just basically because I had Crohn's disease. It's either when I was born, I got an implant in me because I was sickly as a baby. Like right when I came out, I couldn't drink regular formula or something like that. And so I either got implanted when I was a kid, like a baby, or I got implanted when I went to Ochsner's when I had Crohn's at like age 10. So mine was completely random. I know a lot of targeted individuals because they're whistleblowers, they'll get targeted, or because maybe they had problems with some place they worked, they were too vocal about something. They get targeted. But for me, it was completely random. Like it was either when I was a baby or when I went to Ochsner's when I was 10, and for medical issues. Like I just got the wrong doctor. I got a doctor that was cooperating with these agencies, cooperating with the DoD, and doing implants on people, non-consensual implantation. And so that's how mine started. I'm 100% sure on that. Well, I'm 95% sure. Drinking a Red Bull. I don't know why. I should just drink like Mountain Dew or Nas. I should get Nas because it's not as strong as Red Bull. That was a One Light truck right there. I'm trying to think about anything else that's going on. I talk to you guys every day. I put videos out. Well, actually, I've been putting out maybe one video a week, which is kind of weak to me, But I've kind of passed up the, like I see a lot of targeted individuals, like Steve, Have No Fear of Jan Bray or whatever. And he's doing what I did. Like at the beginning, I would just make videos just talking about it because I didn't really, I just learned about it, so I was just talking about what was going on with me, some of my theories about it. And I'm saying that's good, he's speaking out. I don't always agree with what Steve says, but he's courageous and he keeps talking about this, so way more power to him. But like I'm kind of, like these car videos like that I'm doing, I want to be able to do something productive during them, like thinking about things and thinking about information, because I've done so many years of just talking about this without like putting evidence up on the screen or something like that I really feel like when I do that, I'm just saying things over and over. Like I'm just, I'm always like, hey, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you, and I'm sure y'all are sick of that every video. And then just talking about like what they're doing every day, because they're basically they keep a pattern for a while. Like your attackers will attack you with a certain kind of protocol for a while, and then this is what I think, guys, and this is complete theory. This is conjecture, so take it as that. There's a One Light car. I think that, basically your attackers, they're on a shift. Maybe a lot of it, maybe, with your targeting, it could be like an unmanned platform, but then somebody comes in and checks on it or whatever. And so I think for like, a couple of months, maybe 2 months or something like that, they'll keep with a certain protocol. Like they'll do a bunch of different things,